Good to see you guys here today. I'm sorry I'm late. I know I said 2:30. Getting myself back together. I got really sick last week and it didn't go away. It's partly my fault because I was not getting any better, and I thought that, I would overcome the sickness. I did not. I got really sick, guys. So I had the worst cough, the worst, everything. But here I am today, okay? So today we're going to do 12-sign forecast. So we'll get done on time. I'm going to do a 12-sign forecast for all 12 signs. If you guys resonate with the reading, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are going to start, okay? To all the other viewers, I don't know if you got any notifications. If you don't, that's okay. I just haven't been on in a while. So YouTube automatically will not promote or advertise if I'm not on every day. So I'm going to make it a point of trying to go on live almost every day if I can. Just to catch up. Just to catch up. So, all right, guys. All right, so let's timestamp. I'm going to timestamp every single reading that we have here today. Let me find a pen. Let me just find a pen real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Get my pen going. Do I have a pen? Damn, so one thing I forgot was a damn pen. That's messed up. Yeah, I don't think I have a pen, y'all. That's really bad. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, we're going to do timestamp it for maybe 10 minutes or so. I'm trying to see if I have something else here. Damn, that's messed up. So I just got my new place, so it's that's what I have to do. Yeah, let's just do that, okay? All right. If you guys resonate with the readings, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want personal readings, go to jocelynlovely84@gmail. All right, y'all. We're gonna do Aries. For you guys, I'm gonna use the only 3 decks today. We're gonna use the Magical Dimensions, the Animate Tarot, and then the Messages of Light, okay? All right. All right. We're time stamping for Aries, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. All right. Aries, I'm getting this week you're about to, you may be feeling like what you need something, right? You may be feeling like, you may not be feeling your best this week, right? Only because, the holidays are coming in. Everything is changing in your life. And for others of you guys, you could have overcome something recently. But at the end of the day, the universe is saying that whatever it is that you're focusing on this week, which is just you and your priorities, you're going to receive a lot of nourishment and care from that. So if you haven't really been spending time with yourself, kind of focusing on what you need, your priorities, it's like this week you get that. A whole bunch of nourishment, a whole bunch of healing, a whole bunch of rest. It almost seems like whatever this is, it's like good for the heart. It's good for the soul. And I feel like that's what you've needed for a bit. And maybe you haven't realized that that's what you've needed. But this week, it's like you're going to get reminded of that. So the minute you understand how important it is, you know, to focus on what you want, what makes you happy, it's like you're going to go to that. You're going to focus a little bit more on that, right? You could be the person that's just always working, right? Trying to get somewhere, achieving goals, you know, maybe taking care of family. But it almost seems like what you really need is you, right? What you need is to focus on, not what you need, but I feel like whatever it is that you need is going to come up. And once you really tap into it, it's going to bring in some type of fulfillment that you couldn't have got by working or, you know, in other ways, right? I feel like you're looking for something, Aries, this week. You're looking for something, and it almost seems like you could have felt like a little lost because you don't know where you're going. You could have felt like, it almost seems like everywhere you go may feel a little familial or familiar, right? You could be dealing with situations, environments that are very similar to what you've let go of recently. It almost seems like you're trying to find your way through that. It's almost as if you're trying to make sure that you're not defined by your job. You're not being defined by, you know, your family. You're not defined by your status. It's deeper than that. It's like trying to find your own identity as you are, right? Through spirit, as you were born, right? Before anybody told you who you were supposed to be, before society told you, you know, you had to wear a mask and become presentable. It's almost as if you're trying to figure out who you are outside of that, or in spite of that, right? And I feel like this week you're going to become very successful. There's something here about forgiveness. I turned the card around, it came out this way. But I feel like what you find this week is forgiveness. This is the month to do that. We're in Scorpio season, transitioning. Well, we're just in Scorpio right now, but we're in the middle of it, right? Deep in it, and it almost seems like if you're looking for something, because this one also looks like it's like on its way to something. If you're looking for something, you're going to find it, and you're going to be surprised. Because it's tied to forgiveness this week. Okay? All right, that was for my Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Taurus. Taurus. It's going to be 8. All right. This week you're going to be dealing with something with integrity. It almost seems like you feel like your integrity has been compromised, or people have been yeah, it almost seems like you're feeling like people are trying to I don't want to say dismiss you. It almost seems like they're trying to tell you who you are, or trying to label you, or they're trying to kind of like, I don't want to say tarnish your reputation, but it almost seems like somebody, it's kind of bothering you, or getting to you this week, that you think people are looking at you in a certain way. Therefore, it's like you're judging yourself, wondering if you have integrity, or if you're moving with integrity, right? It almost seems like you care what other people are saying about you, or maybe they spread a rumor or gossip, or they've said something about you that makes them question your own integrity, how you show up into the world. Therefore, it makes you question your own integrity. Do you see what I'm saying? For others of you guys, you could be moving in a way that's a little less integral, right? You could be showing up to certain environments, not really committing 100%, and that could really be seen. Like people are seeing that. And it could be kind of like a reminder that, you know, it almost seems like if you're dabbling, showing up one place halfway and then showing up to another environment halfway, if you're doing both like that at the same time, it almost seems like that could be one of the reasons why you're looked at that way, as in like non-committal, because you're not sticking to one decision, you're not sticking to one place, you're not committing fully or investing fully in one place or one path. If you're stuck between two paths, that could be the reason why people may see you as non-committal, or, you know, the word could be flaky, but I think really it's you maybe trying to, or indecisive really. I think it's you trying to figure out where it is that you want to go, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, it shouldn't really matter what other people think about you, because at the end of the day, there is one lesson that people have to learn in this world, and I know I should know because I'm working through that. It's not caring what people think about you, even if they have the wrong image of you, even if they have the wrong perception of you. This is a really valuable lesson here, making sure that no matter what someone thinks about you, even if they think you're the enemy, even if they think bad about you, that you walk in without integrity, it doesn't matter. They can have the wrong image of you, the wrong perception of you, it doesn't matter. Can you still show up, be kind, be loving, knowing that someone's fully 100% incorrect about who you are? And could you still be kind to them? Even if you were to tell them who you were, without needing to explain to someone who you are, or that they're wrong. Could you still show up and smile and be okay with that, is the question. All right, the next part of the card is abundance and grounding. Yeah, I feel like this week you're gonna receive a lot of insight as to maybe the path you should go on. I think there's insight about what path you should choose this week, and I think it's gonna make everything a little bit more easier. It almost seems like for a minute there, you didn't know where you were going. You could have felt stuck between two places, two paths, two decisions to make. It almost seems like you're gonna find it this week. It almost seems like it's like you sit still within yourself for a moment, and then everything becomes clear. Then you know what you have to do, where you have to go, and then you get grounding. This is what I'm saying. It's like the more you sit still with, you know, just sit still, the more insight you get about what it is that you need that's going to keep you grounded and happy. Okay? All right, that was for my Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Gemini. I dropped the card. I dropped my card. Okay. Oh, so sorry, guys. I'm tired. I slept, but I'm still tired. Can you believe that? For this one, we're going to use the Magical Dimensions with the Messages of Light. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. There's so much intensity, Gemini, with these eyes. There's so much intensity with these eyes. I'm getting like... I feel like this week somebody looks at you in the face. Look how intense these eyes are. Somebody looks at you in the face, or somebody has a conversation with you this week. Somebody just like looks you into, peers into your soul this week. and you didn't see it coming, you don't see it coming. Somebody's going to look at you and they're really going to sit you down and then kind of ask you what it is that you want. It almost seems like this person's voice or whatever the message is that they give you or whatever the question is that they ask, it's exactly what you need to kind of get you to focus, right? To kind of get you to see through to like what really matters. So whoever this person is, they're going to come look at you, sit you down, or just discuss with you and ask you what it is that you want out of this. Right? And with the seriousness, with intensity, this person's going to, you know, really get you to think about where it is that you want to go, what it is that you want to do, what decision you want to make, whether you're clear on your goals, path, or whatever decision it is that you made at the time. Are you clear that this is the decision that you made? Are you clear that that you still want to stay with the decision that you made? Right? Oneness, patience, divine masculine. Interesting. I feel like somebody's ancestors are trying to get you to sit still. Because there's something here. It's like somebody's trying to remind you of why you're here, what your purpose is. Someone's trying to remind you of this, and it feels like it's an ancestor. You may be drawn to the bear totem, the bear animal totem, but I feel like it's an ancestor. They're trying to remind you here of like why you made the decision you made in the first place. So you could have made a decision a while back ago, you know, about your life, about where you wanted to go, about, you know, just whatever the decision was. It was a very serious decision. Okay, once you made the decision, it caused you to shift into a specific path. Now it almost seems like you could have diverted from the path, or you could have felt so lost on that path that you decided to go back, or maybe just stay stuck there, right? It almost seems like you could have started second guessing yourself and becoming, you know, cautious or doubtful. So then it's like the ancestors keep trying to communicate to you that remember why you made the choice a bit ago, that was the choice that you thought was best for you. Now, again, they can't intervene. They cannot do your life for you. They cannot force you to make any other decision than what you choose to do, right? That's why they call it free will, right? But it's almost as if they're trying to remind you, though, through your subconscious, like why you made the choice that you made a bit ago, and that might be the best choice for you in the long run. It might be the healthier choice in the long run. And will you be okay with that? Suffering for a couple of months, trying to gain some type of discipline on the path that you chose. Because the path that you're on right now could be very new. It could be different. It could be causing you to look into certain things that you might not have wanted to because of Scorpio season. But the point is, are you willing to, you know, sacrifice a few months of hard work, discipline, loneliness, healing, just to get to the main goal? Whatever that may be for you, right? It does always require sacrifice. Always, okay? All right, that was for my Gemini. Yeah, awakening, memories, connection, ancient knowledge. I'm telling you, this one's peering in. They're trying to remind you of what's at stake here or why you made the choice in the first place. They know you're struggling. They know that you could be lost or feeling like you made a mistake. But remember, they're trying every single day. They're trying to get it in through to you that the decision you made a bit ago was the one for you. Don't forget what's at stake here. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's good to see you, sweetheart. If my voice sounds off, it's because I lost my voice. I got sick, had the worst cough, Could not recover. I mean, I was like sick for a whole week. It was insane. But yeah. All right. We're moving on to those Gemini. What's after Gemini? Cancer. Hello, hello. Cancer, Cancer. All right, I will not be able to timestamp because I forgot a pen. No pen. I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's terrible. All right, 12. I think it was 11. All right, 2040, 2040. Okay, 2040, 2040. That's for Cancer. All right. Cancer this week's. It almost seems like you're illuminated. You could have been feeling like you were in the dark, or somebody could have been feeling like really sad or depressed this week. You could be feeling like you're just feeling like down on your luck, or just like everything's just weighing on you recently. You could have been feeling like that and still feel like that, but it almost seems like this week something changes. So like it almost seems like it's internal and external all at the same time. So it's like the universe is trying to show you that you're not really that you shouldn't really worry. So some of you guys are sitting there wondering why you keep repeating certain things, or why you keep going back to the same things, or why certain things don't work out in your favor. It actually is. It's just slowly happening for you. There's slow changes that are happening, which to you, it doesn't seem like a big deal, right? It could be minuscule. However, as time goes on, the more you're going to start realizing that there's things that are happening that are changing for the better in all aspects, right? And it could have been like a slow change, but you're starting to see it now. Look at the transformation taking place. This is big, guys. This is massive. This is exactly the changes that you've needed to kind of get you to feel like it's worth it. To get you to feel like it's worth it, okay? 5, a lot of changes are taking place. For some of you guys, you could be really struggling to believe that you can find your way this week, or things will get better, but I'm telling you they are. I think there's going to be physical proof that you are changing, or things are getting better, or you find more evolved ways of dealing with like lessons, right? Karmic lessons, which is fine. It's good. That means you're changing. Some of you guys may feel like this week, you're gonna receive more intuitive downloads through here this week, and it's like an initiation in a way. It almost feels like it's getting you to kind of focus on or look into the positive, right? It's almost as if these integrations are causing you to be hopeful again. I'm getting hopeful. Yeah. So if you were feeling suppressed, if you were feeling, kind of like things aren't working out this week, it's like you get the downloads, you start seeing physical manifestations of changes, and therefore it's going to encourage you to speak this into your existence, positivity into your existence. I'm getting purple too with this purple. Yeah, like you could see for once, like you could see the finish line, or you could see a better path. Maybe you could have felt like you were in the dark, and now it's like you can see it. And you're realizing that there are changes taking place. You are changing, and things are getting better. Okay? This gives me sonar or geographic location. Give me a second. It's like you're putting out a call. You're putting out a call, or by you censoring yourself, by you really allowing these messages to come in, or this integration to come in, it censors you. It gets you to kind of focus on what matters, and then kind of set your intentions to the universe so that it goes your way. So it almost seems like if you're doubtful, or if you feel like things are not going to work out, or you're going to stay stuck where you're at, whenever you receive these downloads of hope, it's like you're going to speak it into existence, focus on that, and then everything becomes clear. Centering and grounding, yeah, everything will become more clear as you center yourself this week, okay? All right, that was for Cancer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, totally, exactly. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what's next after Cancer? I can't remember for the life of me the 12 signs of the forecast. This happens a lot, but this is kind of embarrassing. Cancer, Leo. That's messed up. All right, for Leo, I'm going to use the Messages of Light with the Anime Tarot. There it is. I knew I saw the Ten of Pentacles and it came out again. Okay. Mm. $27.30. Okay. I'm getting awakening. It's not really an awakening. I feel like whatever this awakening is, it's actually setting you up for a big promotion or more abundance. I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles. So it almost seems like if you're already financially stable, if you already have great things going on in your life, it almost seems like this awakening that's taking place in your life right now is actually going to set you up for even more money than what you're making now. Or opportunities, right? Because Pentacles also talks about opportunities that are more fulfilling to the soul. But it doesn't have to mean compromising, something that's fulfilling and of service for less money, right? No, that's absurd. Whatever this awakening is, it's like it's a direct correlation between something it's going to set you up for an opportunity that's just as fulfilling as it is abundant, right? Not just fulfillment, not just, being of service to the community, not just being, happy while you do the job or the opportunity, but it entails more money. The type of money that, where you can live comfortably, depending on what your financial goals are, right? And if you have it almost seems like this week, if you're making a certain amount of money, right? You could have a certain you could have certain financial goals, right? But it almost seems like for some of you guys, whatever you're in or whatever you're doing is not fulfilling. So it almost seems like you're sacrificing fulfillment for these financial goals, right? So it almost seems like this week we're trying to get you to align both, merge them both, right? So that not only do you do work that's fulfilling, but you do work that's fulfilling and also, you make a living out of, right? So it almost seems like both of these things are being worked at simultaneously. So you don't have to worry about stuff like that. I'm getting whoever you are, you worry about that. About like maybe somebody here didn't have an education or didn't graduate, but they have years of experience. So then they're wondering whether they should even apply to positions that are, more advanced. positions that they've never really been in, but they have all of the work experience. So they do have experience. They just may not believe it, right? Because they may think they're missing some type of either education, or they're not qualified, right? You're missing qualifications. That is a lie. The universe is trying to set you up with opportunities that are perfectly tailored to you. You just have to believe in yourself enough to go and pursue that opportunity yourself, okay? And you're going to receive assistance in this matter, because what's for you will be for you, okay? Hey, Shadow, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're trying to merge both. So it almost seems like whatever this opportunity is, or whatever this career is, it's going to be a lot of fun. Some of you guys think that work is not fun, or some of you guys hope that your next job, or whatever the opportunity is, could be as fun as, like, you know, you do work, but you should be able to enjoy yourself and your colleagues, right? You should be able to have time. You should be able to be in an environment where you feel like your colleagues are people you can actually count on. These are people you see half of the time. They should be, you know, people that you relate to some extent, right? With the same type of maybe ethics or morals that you have, right? The same kind of compassion and understanding, right? So we're hoping that it's kind of like something you would want, right? You would expect. And I feel like that's what the universe is trying to set you up towards, right? And you're working on that. 7 talks about unions, pairing, aligning. I'm getting somebody's aligning to these things. So maybe wherever you're at now, it could be financially great, but it almost seems like it's not. I don't know. It almost seems like you're trying to, it almost seems like you have all these desires in the financial sector, and you're trying to see if you can get it all, right? Fun, a good work environment, fulfillment, and money. You're trying to see if you can get it all, and I think the universe is trying to help you with that manifestation, because I'm getting somebody here doesn't believe that they can have it all. You can, and you will, okay? With the 10 of Wands here, yeah, it's like you're trying to break through something. I'm getting a lot of stars, right? It's like merging something, breaking through something. It's like you're trying to break through a ceiling. Maybe you're trying to gain more work experience, and you're trying to go towards applying towards roles that are above your pay grade, but or are the next steps, logical steps for you to take. But it almost seems like you may think you're not ready for it, but you are. You're ready for the next steps. Okay? All right, that was for my Leo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for Virgo. Yes, long time no see, Shadow. It's good to see you. Virgo, 33 for Virgo. All right, for you guys, I'm going to use Magical Dimensions. So I did order some water to come in because I forgot to bring everything in to the new place. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to, I'm going to get some water sent in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to step out for 1 minute to get my water. Okay. Virgo. Interesting. There's 2 stories going on here today, Virgo. It's like 2 stories taking place for you. I feel like your ancestors are on the other side trying to like protect you this week, or they're trying to like work something out on your behalf. I don't think you're aware of it yet, and that's okay. Or it almost seems like there's certain things that are being done in the darkness. This is why I feel like your guardians are on the watch, because it almost seems like whatever you were involved in, whether that's work related or whoever you're around in your environment, it's like something's being done behind your back, or a lot of things are being, it's like a lot of lies are being said in the light, but in the dark, it's like this is where all the truth is being done. I'm saying it wrong. It almost seems like in the daytime, people may be presenting themselves in a certain way, but behind your back or in the dark, when no one's around, they're doing something completely different. They're a completely different person from what they're presenting themselves to be. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see why your guardians or your ancestors are in watch mode? It's like they know whoever you're around or the people that are, you know, friendly to your face are actually deceivers. And they're watching this all go down. And some of you guys could have had like, it's almost as if your own shadows, there was something within your instincts that were saying something's off here. And you weren't wrong. It almost seems like other people could have been covering for a specific person. They could have been covering in on the lie, just to, yeah, it's like they were all lying to you, or a lot of people were lying and covering for each other so that something could be seen a certain way. It almost seems like the deception was being done behind your back. And you knew, though, maybe you didn't have proof, but instinctually something was telling you something's off. And you listened to your intuition, and it turns out that this week you're going to realize or find out that you were right. Okay? Hi, welcome Nathan. Welcome everybody that just joined in. It's good to see you guys. Water being delivered in a Red Bull right now from the store to the house, so I'm kind of keeping track on that. How are you guys? Hopefully you guys are doing well. For Virgo. Yeah, tell me how you guys are doing. Yeah, Virgo, I'm getting like, yeah, somebody this is deceiving you this week, or they've been trying to deceive you, manipulate you, make it seem like something's a certain way when it's not. When in reality, they were covering. A lot of people were in on this, and they were covering for that one person that lied to you. I don't know if they lied to you out of convenience. They lied to you because they were getting something out of it. I don't know if they lied to you because it was easier, right? For whatever reason the deception took place, it was being done. And it didn't matter. They knew that this person was lying to you, and they were in on it. They didn't care because they were either benefiting from it, or, you know, they were benefiting from it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Yep. The challenges is the blocks, fears, negativity, and betrayal. You find out. And you make the best decision this week instead of you being upset or angry. I think you get upset, but I think you knew. There's some part of you that knew what was going on behind the scenes, and I think maybe you just at the time didn't wanted to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but then you realized that that was not the best choice to make, because at the end of the day, I think you had more integrity, or you were trying to be honest. This person didn't. They lied their way through to make themselves seem like they were honest, and they were not. That was confirmation. Okay, so the challenges are, yeah, there's blocks, fears, and negativity here. It almost seems like you're working through whatever this illusion was, because it almost seems like it was an illusion. They were trying to put an illusion over your head. That doesn't work. And this week you break yourself free, or next week, whenever you do, you break yourself free, and it's going to be okay. Good for you. Some part of you knew not to trust this person, this environment. You knew. And you were right. You were right. Hey, Mohammed, welcome. We love you too, Nathan. All right. That was for my Virgo. The next reading is going to be for my Libra. Libra. 4019. What am I thinking about India? I mean, I'm not thinking about India right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about this tarot reading right now. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so Libra, Libra, Libra. Ooh. Someone is smitten with you. Quite smitten with you. I like this energy. I don't know who this is. There is a King of Cups. Very, very good. This is a very, like just, this energy here is so beautiful. It's handsome. It's just a really great energy. It's a loving energy. It's a very prideful energy, but in a good way. Very positive energy, very balanced energy. Whatever this is, it's balanced, beautiful energy here. I feel like this is a person. They're smitten with you. They're quite taken with you in all of your work, how you show up, your attitude, the way you are. And this is you. You're the Empress, right? You're fruitful. You're abundant. You just show up very positive. Not looking for a handout, right? This could be male or female. Gender does not matter here. I'm getting that you're showing up like yourself. This is why the King of Cups is quite smitten with you, because you're showing up as yourself. You're showing up as like you are, happy, positive, looking forward to life and what life has to offer, but you show up offering too. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a very helping, loving, giving energy, and that's you. It could be vice versa, where you're the King of Cups, you're balanced, you're very like prideful in a positive way, like you're very attractive. Your power is attractive, but it's in a way where it's not disrespectful. It's in a way where it's like it's a balanced, loving, beautiful way. Mixed with the Empress, this is a good combination. This could be like work related. It's like somebody sees your potential. This could be, whatever this is, somebody sees your potential here. And they admire it. Hey, welcome. Welcome everybody to join the chat. Yeah, somebody this week, I don't know. I feel like somebody's gonna fall in love this week or next week with somebody. Like you're gonna meet somebody that's really good for you this week, and you didn't anticipate this, or next week, or it's like on the horizon. It's coming. You don't see it coming, but it's coming. I'm getting soulmates, attraction, partnership. The promise, though, it's a promise that you will be with someone who really respects you and sees you as you are. And I mean really sees everything, every bit of you, and values you, appreciates you, not just because of the person that you are, because you show up this way, but because of the things you do, the pride, the power and the positive pride that's within you, the balance. It's like they see all of that, or they will see all of that, and it takes you by surprise because there's good people out there. There's really good people out there that are going to believe in you and appreciate you for who you are. And they're going to show up just like you. So if you think you show up with integrity, with love, with respect, giving, balanced, positive, you're going to meet someone who's your perfect match. They're just like that. They may be different. There may be big differences, but it almost seems like they have the same core values you do, same faith as you do, and that's all that matters. It's perfectly tailored for partnership and commitment. Okay? All right, that was for my Libras. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's right, that's right. Yes, we all love God, baby. All right, so the next reading is going to be for Scorpio. Should we take a little break? Nah, no break. No, we should. Let's take a little break. How's everybody doing today? I've been good. I've been trying to get a lot of stuff done. Like get the apartment ready, settled in, move, work. And I got sick. I got really sick. I was feeling terrible. I had the worst cough. I couldn't get out of bed. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, all these things were happening, so I'm like just trying to settle in right now, you know? And I'm feeling good. Still dealing with you know, some stuff with family and the regular emotional stuff, upheavals, but I've been okay. Yeah, I am. I literally slept. I had class this morning. Yeah, I'm taking classes. I forgot to tell y'all. I was taking a class this morning, and then, but I did sleep, but I was tired. And then I'm like, okay, I got ready, and then I can do tarot now, but my voice is still recovering, you know? And then I have to go to work after, so it's like, it's a long day, but we're getting things done, okay? Give me 1 second, I just want to make sure. One more reading, let's do Scorpio. 4801, 4801. 4801. Scorpio. Somebody's really focused this week, right? This is you focused, laser focused on what really matters, your priorities. You're trying to live your best life, but it's like the Six of Swords is here. It's like you're trying to move on. You're trying to do your thing. You're very successful at it, right? Or, it's like you're living your best life, or you're trying to live your best life. But it's like when you're done working, when you're done, completing tasks and doing what you do, it's like this comes up. The Six of Swords. It's like it's there. It's like tapping you on the shoulder, like, hey, we know you're focused and successful and busy and living your best life, but it almost seems like you're so focused on the projects or trying to achieve something or get somewhere. But the universe is like, but don't forget about this. Because this is the thing that really matters. Right? The emotional upheaval, I don't like to call it the baggage. I want to call it like, there's certain things that are trying to get your attention that you may have like forgotten about or delayed or tried to, you know, ignore. And it's like this week you can't do that any longer. So you solely focus on that. It's just one area of your life, I gotta say, because it's like you're trying to get everything together. You're trying to really focus, and it's like there's one area that's like asking for your attention. This is the one area that probably needs you the most right now, and this is the one area you're trying to avoid the most. Hey, I know how that feels. But once you pay attention to this area, this is why the universe is asking you to really, not really, but like focus more on this right now. This is the one that needs the most attention because it's essentially the one you need the most right now. It's going to liberate you, or it's going to free you on an emotional level so that you can mentally and emotionally prepare yourself for what's to come, which is, it could be a lot more. It could be higher levels, not only of consciousness, but of higher levels of work, goals, dreams, aspirations. But in order for you to reach those levels, it's going to require liberation, freedom from where you're at now, whether that's on an emotional level, mental level, whatever your ties are, right? It's like liberating yourself from these ties that have been, I don't want to say weighing you down, but I feel like are getting in the way or keeping you where you're at, right? But that's okay. You guys always work through everything. You guys are the best at this. This is why you're here. Yep. So I didn't want to say it, but now it's telling me I have to say it. It's emotional freedom. Six of Swords is it's like pain, hurt, baggage, things from the past that you just don't want to hold on to anymore. That's what's being released this week and this month. I'm going to say these next 3 months because I feel like this is what you've needed. So if you guys are sitting there wondering how much longer or why it's so painful, it's because it's painful now, but it's getting you to face it now so that later on down the road, it becomes easier. And all of a sudden you have the emotional freedom needed to be happy, to be out there, to be able to go and, you know, pursue dreams that are good for you. Live a life that's worth living. Happiness, though. This reminds me of happiness. These emotional ties that we keep, you know, attracting or finding ourselves back into are there because we didn't heal yet. Once we heal this this pain, the emotional ties subside. The emotional ties subside and you're free. Then all of a sudden there's no limitations. You can be. You can come and go as you please, baby. Vulnerability, rebalancing, and flowing. That's exactly what you need. This is what you're going to need right now. Okay? All right. That was for my Scorpio in Scorpio season. Exactly. That's what Scorpio is all about, right? Really, to liberate us. That's why we go into the valley of shadow of death. We do this painful descension, right? We descend into the pits of hell, our own personal hell, and we find resurrection in a way, you know? We find freedom. We liberate ourselves from the shit that has been plaguing us, our biggest nightmares, the things that keep us awake at night, right? Our biggest fears. We face them this month. And we set ourselves up very well for the next year to come. Okay? All right, that was Scorpio. The next reading is going to be for... What's after Scorpio? Dang. Sorry, y'all, I'm forgetting. Scorpio. I can't remember. Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So embarrassing. 54, 55. We'll do 55. 55 for Sagittarius. Thank you, Nathan. Okay. We're going to use the Enemy Tarot for Sagittarius. Oh, this card did want to come out. Okay. Interesting. Somebody's a very loyal, giving person here. I think one of your strengths here for Sagittarius is you're a giver. You like to give freely. You mother people. You care for people. If you're a man, right? If you're not a mom or you're a man, you still have a very beautiful giving energy. And this comes from the maternal aspect of it. You're very giving, very loving, very kind. With the Six of Cups, though, it's like the question is, are you giving to the right people? And I know that's not something we really focus on because, you know, giving is giving without expectation. But the universe kind of wants you to kind of focus on, ask yourself this, are you giving to the right people, places, and things, or environments? Are you giving to an environment that's going to nourish you back or reciprocate back what you need? Even if you're not asking for it, because you never asked to be given anything. But the universe is asking you to ask yourself that. Are the environments you're investing in, are they giving back to you so freely as you give to them? Are they reciprocating the energy? If it's an investment, is this investment yielding some type of fruits and labors? Right? Do you see it doing that? For others of you guys, it's kind of asking you to focus a little bit more on what about you? You could be the most giving, loving, kind person, but what about you? Six of Cups is balance. Have you learned to give but not give too much of yourself to the point where you burn out? It's just like a refresher course in that in that place, right? And you have the Sun here. Yeah, you're happier. You're actually perfect. Happier when you give to yourself. And I feel like this week you're gonna focus on giving a little bit more to yourself, and it's gonna brighten your mood. You're gonna feel so much more fulfilled. You're gonna feel the sun. You're just gonna feel happy. And again, it's not because you were expecting people to give from you, but it's like, and this is why you didn't expect anyone to give to you. It's because you can give to yourself, right? And that's the point. You gave to yourself freely. You're focused more on you and what makes you happy, your priorities, your sense of fulfillment. And I think that that alone makes you feel better. So then once you start giving to yourself like that, you're going to realize why even spend time trying to give so freely of yourself to everybody when you can easily give that energy to yourself. And that's enough. And I feel like somebody learns a very valuable lesson this week about that. Okay? All right. Let's see, anything else for my Sagittarius? I know these were short readings, but I didn't feel like doing like readings that were too long, right? Interesting. You had the King of Swords earlier, and now you got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's almost as if the universe is asking you, do you want to keep being, I don't want to say you're resentful, but it almost seems like some part of you can become resentful when you're giving too much of yourself to everybody. You spread yourself too thin. So the universe is asking you to have a little bit more boundaries, or the universe is wanting you to ask yourself if you're willing to keep giving too much of yourself, or would you rather have boundaries and be looked at as cold and calculated, but you're happy on the inside. Because ultimately you hold the prize. You hold the possession. You possess this energy. You can always give it freely, but the universe is saying, like, what about you, right? I think that's what it is. Somebody's afraid of being seen as a bad person if they say no. Or if they set boundaries, somebody's afraid of being seen as like a bad person, a manipulative or calculated person, but that's not you, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So this has to do with kind of like overcoming the fears of or projections of others onto you as being a bad person. So I feel like somebody probably carries that guilt as a child. Maybe you were made to look at as a person that is selfish. If you don't give, you're selfish. And I feel like that's stuck with you for a long time. So maybe there's some work that needs to be done there about the inner child, right? And then like healing from that, because it was a thought that was put onto you, right? It's unconscious programming. And when you become aware of it, you know, it's like releasing that. You release that. You're releasing the, what is that word called? You're releasing the responsibility of mothering all, being parent and guide and giver to all. You're releasing that responsibility. It does not belong to you anymore. You become selfish in turn, and therefore you become happier, even if you're being looked at as a bad person because you pull your energy back or you're not as giving, but you're happy. So you can either be happy or you could be right? Be looked at as a good person, or be, you know, whatever society needs you to be. You can be that or you can be happy. You choose, okay? All right, that was for my Sagittarius. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna go get my water because I need it. I'm dying. I'm getting my water. Give me 1 second, y'all, okay? I needed that. Sorry, y'all. I needed more water. All right, y'all. Oof. Okay. All right. What's the next sign? I was dying, y'all. Sagittarius. Capricorn, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Capricorn. Yep, 11. 12. All right. 103.52. Okay. It's a big ass Sprite. No wonder it's so expensive. So why is it so expensive? It makes a lot of sense. They gave me a big ass soda. All right. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Christmas and New Year's. Hi. I hope you have an amazing. We're gonna spend Thanksgiving and Christmas together. Yep, I'm staying with you guys for the holidays, and I will be. Yeah, so we're doing Thanksgiving and Christmas together. Okay. I feel like somebody helps you this week. Somebody's really fighting battles for you this week. You may not even know it. I don't think you're aware. This person isn't aware of what's going on. I think you're the one that's not aware. But there's somebody here helping you along your journey, along your path. You don't even know who it is. I don't think this person was supposed to let you know. They haven't let you know. They're not letting you know. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you are not aware that you're receiving a lot of assistance at this time. Oh, excuse me. It could be celestial, like a very powerful shaman, a very powerful ancestor. It's a masculine energy, though. Whoever this person is, it could be a co-worker, an older boss, a manager. It's like somebody here is really watching out for you. They've been talking well about you when your name has come up, and they've been there assisting you, talking well about you, giving a lot of, feedback. And so, yeah, absolutely. So you're getting a lot of assistance this week, and you're not supposed to know that. I don't know why you're being privy to this information now. We're about to look into that, okay? All right. Why is it in reverse, though? It almost seems like you're in the dark about something. Oh. You're in the dark about something that is rightfully yours. It's like something's written in stone. With majestic eminence, you get priestess, divine feminine, and worth. But this is what I'm saying. I didn't even notice this before. There's words on the whole card all over. And then I saw this book with writing. Something is set in stone. Something is written in stone, written in the stars. There's something that was written long ago about what was yours or what you were entitled to, how destiny is going to unfold for you. And it almost seems like you could have been struggling to believe that that's what you're going to get, what you're worthy of, what you're entitled to. You could be struggling to believe that that's what you're going to get because all you could have ever seen is something different. All you could have experienced is a life of poverty, whether that's poverty consciousness, poverty in whatever area of your life, poverty in love, poverty in finances, right? You could have experienced that your whole life and then when you see the universe saying, your guides saying that there's certain things you're entitled to that are going to knock you out of the water, right? Blow your socks out of the water, right? Excuse me. You're having trouble accepting that. It almost seems like the universe told you there's something that's meant for you, that is set in stone for you, and you're having a hard time believing that because it's not in your reality consciousness right now. That's why your ancestors are fighting really hard to get this through your head, ram it through your head, that you're worthy of more. So you could be trying to settle for things that are not that are not written in stone for you, that are not set and destined for you. You could be trying to settle with that. And the universe keeps trying to come in to bring in towers or reminders, right? Because number 5 is change. It's tower, but it's in reverse, meaning you're not allowing the tower to come in. The universe, your ancestors, your guides could be trying to bring in these towers, these reminders through flash of lightning, consciousness, lights. It's trying to bring in reminders of what you're really worthy of. And is what you're settling with, is it worth it? And every time you try to settle, you learn quickly that that is not for you. You learn quickly that you deserve better, which is why you can get out of situations really fast. But it's almost as if you have to be reminded of this, that you are worthy of more, and you've been given this information a while ago. Whether you still believe in it or not, it doesn't matter, because your experience, the experience you're dealing with now at the moment, is showing you that this is not for you. You deserve better. You are destined for greater things. This isn't no cliche shit, because if it were, you wouldn't be fucking leaving your environment every chance you get. You don't really align to it. Even though it's fun, it brings in peace, and you're happy for one moment. It's like you are not you're not a true energetic vibration to it anymore. Even though you may try to be forcing yourself to be, or you get reminded on a daily basis that this is what you're settling for because it's comfortable. It's what you know, but it's not who you're truly energetically meant to be aligned to, which is why the universe is trying to get you to energetically ascend. Capricorn. And I love this reading for you because Capricorn is all about their money. It's all about what it can see, what it can achieve, the goal in sight. It's all about making things happen in the material realm, right? But the universe is saying, are you 100% happy where you're at? Because if you were, you wouldn't be doubting your reality every 5 minutes. You wouldn't have issues with it, whether that's trust or alignment or compatibility or having to compromise every time. If you have to do all these things 24/7, is it really who you're truly supposed to be aligned to, or the environment you're supposed to be in? It could be fun. It could be sexually gratifying. It could be, make you a lot of money. It could be a career and notoriety and fame and the type of career that society, deems worthy of success. But is it aligned to who you are? Does it truly align to your principles and your values and your belief systems? You already know the answer to that. I didn't even have to ask you that question. Okay. All right. That was for my Capricorn. Yeah. They're reminding you today. What the fuck's at stake? They're reminding you today. They remind you every time they bring that tower in. When that doubt comes in, they remind you every day what you're really aligned to, what you're settling for, and what you need to leave behind. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Hey, Josie, welcome. It's good to see you, honey. Oh, yeah, it was my drink. A puff of smoke. I mean, I'll smoke once in a while. I'm not really smoking all the time like that. It does hit hard. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Do I smoke a lot? Nah, I be smoking like... I smoke weed, but not like... like, I'll smoke like, I don't know, every 3 months. Yeah, I've done more weed and booze this year alone. No, this last 6 months alone that I have my whole life. Well, maybe not in the past, because I used to drink a lot in the past. But I've done a lot of drinking and smoking this year alone. It's kind of bad. Sobriety. Sobriety sucks. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that withdrawal is a bitch, huh? Yeah. I know. And I get real fucking sad. I get depressed. I want to stay at home. I don't want to do anything. I just want to eat my snacks. Yeah. Really, I just want to smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like smoke cigarettes or eat some sugar. That's what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, mood swings are crazy. I'm going through a lot of withdrawal, man. That's why these last 6 months is like, oh, I'm going to drink a lot. I'm going to drink a lot. I've been drinking a lot. Yeah. And smoking weed more than like, I don't smoke it every day or like every week, but like, I've been smoking weed like once every, like, I usually smoke 3 times a year. And this last 6 months, I think I smoked weed like 4 times. Now, again, that's normal. Smoking weed is fine, but it's like, I don't know. I'm trying not to be addicted because I know how addicting that shit is and I will get addicted. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of like cautious, or like, you know, other drugs and stuff like that. I got to be cautious because it's like, I don't want to get addicted. It's scary. All right. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Nathan. March, yeah. You did mention that before. Excuse me. Yeah, I stopped talking to my family, so I'm going through withdrawal from that, from codependency. And that's like automatically like I just want to drink, I want to smoke cigarettes, I want to, you know. And I had quit cigarettes for years. And then I went back last year and I haven't stopped smoking cigarettes. That's the one that I do need to quit for sure. But it's just the withdrawals of it's a mother. Okay, Shadow, take care, honey. All right. Aquarius, let me timestamp. Sorry, y'all. I was again when we were talking. 77. This is 78, 77. 737. Interesting. I feel like somebody feels like they're in a personal hell this week. I feel like somebody's gonna be really, really, really like feeling it this week because remember, this is Scorpio season, right? The shit we don't want to see it's being brought up. I feel like somebody's gonna be through their personal, like feeling that they're going through their personal hell. And you're going to be very angry this week. I mean, you're going to lash out. You're going to be so angry. You're going to have a discussion, but a very angry tone, a frustrated tone, passive-aggressive tone. And this is what you need because you're going through it right now, Aquarius. And so the universe knows you're going to be going through it. So the universe is going to be there for you, assisting you while you struggle like that, because it's going to feel like hell. This week, you're going to express emotions that you have not allowed yourself to feel in a very long time, Aquarius. And that's what's going to cause you to literally break down or break, and you're going to free yourself. It's going to help relieve the pain of your personal hell. Because under that's on the surface. It's the anger. It's the, why did this happen this way? Why does this keep happening? Why is my life like this? Why? what's underneath that, it's like acceptance. It's like the flow of the universe. It's like going with the flow. It's understanding that this is what it is. But you see how on top of that, it's all this anger, it's all this frustration, it's red, it's the root chakra, right? It's instability, feeling like you're not grounded. That would bring up big fears. And it could cause illusions to shatter, right? Because if you're feeling unstable, if you're feeling insecure, not grounded, it could cause you to it could also cause you to break illusions that you've been living by or trying to live by. And that's what makes you feel fear, right? Because there's no control. You're in the unknown. And that's going to cause you to really have to see life for what it is. Life on life's terms. And it's going to make you angry. It's accepting life in life's terms. Accepting what is, accepting what happened, accepting life for what it, accepting it. But you have to face the anger, whatever the emotion is, let it come out. You may be thinking you're crazy and you're going off on people and you may be having to apologize every 5 minutes, but they understand. If you sit there and you're real honest, they will understand you're going through something. And under that is the truth. The truth of what is, how you really feel. Once the anger is released, right? Once the pain is released, here's what's under that. And this is what you're really trying to get to, is a level of understanding and acceptance for what is now. It's like going with the flow again. You want to go through the flow, but right now you're resisting it. And that's because you are upset about what didn't work out. And that's okay. You're allowed to feel that anger. Okay? Hey, Novia. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, beautiful. Yes, yes. It is helping. Illumination, expression, positivity, and joy. See how you go from negativity, anger, transmutation? It's like once you allow yourself to feel this and you really let yourself feel this anger for how life didn't turn out in your favor or how bad life treated you, then it's like you can be happy again. Because now you have things to look forward to. You have a life that's worth living for. You'll feel positive. You'll feel happy. You'll feel engaged. But all of this is in state of flow. Once you accept, right? All of this is what's to come. It's what you can have and be in. But you have to allow yourself to feel this first. Because this matters. The reason it's the anger is really intensified, or the emotions are intensified tenfold, is because you didn't allow yourself to feel it. Sometimes, Aquarius, we want to be calm, cool, collective, and pretend it doesn't faze us, right? We think of logic rather than emotion all times, but this is one area where you can't do that. Because it's tied to home. It's tied to who you are. It's tied to your heart space. It's tied to your belief systems about how life should be fair, but it isn't, or did not become fair. Do you see what I'm saying? So then this is really going to hurt you. It's hitting you where it hurts, which is why it's hard to be cool, calm, and collective, right? It's hard to be passive. But yeah, inspiration will come out of this. I know it's hard to say it, right? Inspiration will come out of whatever this anger is, whatever the resentment is, because this could be put to your art. This could be put to create. It's helping with your creativity, whether you see it or not. And it's going to cause some type of, by you releasing this anger, It's like you validating your emotions so your inner child could create again. It could be free again. It could express itself. It could feel joy. It could feel happiness, inspiration, because you liberated it. You validated its existence. You told it it was okay, and now it could be happy again. But you have to allow yourself to go through the tantrum first, right? It's your emotions. I don't want to say tantrum because that sounds wrong. It's your emotions. They matter. Okay? All right, that was for my Aquarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Pisces. Cool. Was struck by darkness and light, and it's so scary. Oh, cool. That's what passage is that? I've never heard of that. I was emotionally overwhelmed when I was given the world. Was struck by darkness and light, and it was so scary. That sounds like a passage from the Bible. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, let me timestamp. 87. Okay. You got 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. I'm getting a reward or acknowledgement this week. Somebody's giving you like money or like gift. They're gifting you something. 10 of Pentacles is like an abundance. Abundance. They're giving you a whole bunch of abundance. Someone's going to thank you, give you a gift or it's like you're going to receive a gift or acknowledgement from somebody who really like is grateful for you, adores you, respects your work. Somebody's showering you with a gift or with gratitude. That was confirmation. Someone's showering you with gift or money, or they're gonna thank you, or they're gonna give you something. You know, the holidays are coming, but somebody's gifting you something here. Okay. Queen of Cups here. Yeah. You're just like really good. You're just look how lovable you are. You can be a man. It does not matter. It just feels like Pisces. You're just really just showing up, being yourself. There's a lot of love. You're a very loving, giving person. And that's why I feel like you're being acknowledged when somebody's giving you gifts or giving you attention. They're giving you something, but that's tangible. So I'm getting like gifts or money, or they're giving you something to show you they care, or that like they appreciate all the hard work you do. So this is like a boss. They're giving you something, maybe a raise, but I'm getting a gift. Whatever this opportunity is, it causes like a change, because it almost seems like wherever you're at is not like, okay, you could be living comfortably, you could be doing really well, right? But wherever you're at is like not, it's like you've outgrown your environment. You're too big. You're too loving. You're too giving for an environment like this. They would never appreciate you or show you. It's like you're too, you don't belong here. You're too big for this environment and everybody knows it. You don't belong here and everybody knows it. Yeah, and that's death. It's like whatever this opportunity is, it could be a really, whatever this gift or opportunity is to leave something behind, you're going to take it. And when you do, it's like it causes a death process. Oh, okay. For some of you guys, you're going to be asked. If you choose to take this opportunity, it's going to lead you down a more fulfilling, happier lifestyle, or an environment that is more of aligned to who you're becoming. That's why you have the Knight of Cups. It's like some part of you on the inside knows that wherever you're at now, the environment or the place, you've outgrown it. It's time to go. And so you're setting yourself up to get out. And you're going to do just fine because we know you. Like, you know you. And at the end of the day, you go where your heart's desire. You go with your heart's desire. You're the Queen of Cups. That's what you do. You lead with your heart. Let's see what else. Hey, Josie. How's my day been? It's been good, honey. Are you asking me, Josie? Yeah, my day's been good, you know. I had class earlier. I came late as hell to that. Woke up late. Settling into the new apartment, which took forever. I was sick last week, so I couldn't talk. I couldn't go live. I was terrible. Still working, and like, it's just a lot. And trying to like just buy things for the new apartment. So that's a lot. But we're back. We're back, okay? We're here. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel like this week or this month you get the call, or you get the insight to get out. Prepare to get out of where you're at. Like, are you ready to leave and go somewhere else? That could be the gift, right? But for some of you guys, I'm getting a real gift. You're getting a real gift. Not just insight, okay? That's a gift in itself, but I meant like a real tangible gift, or whatever the opportunity is that you're preparing for. It could be a job interview. This job interview is what's aligning you to a more abundant lifestyle. Not just more money, but happiness, fulfillment, being of service to the community, people who are energetic vibration to your beliefs, right? Who you can actually sit there and have converse with, right? About many things in life. Maybe you guys may have the same goals and aspirations, right? So, yeah. And this is you understanding that it's time, or you want something better, or you want something that's more meaningful. More meaningful. Yeah. Let's see what else. Anything else before we go? I keep getting the same girl in the background. I think this is you. As long as you stay where you're at, you're always going to, I don't want to say be small. It almost seems like you're never going to grow into the person you're meant to grow into. Because you're amazing now. You're the Queen of Cups, but you're eventually meant to be like an empress, emperor, right? Queen of Cups, King of Cups, they're great. But eventually they prepare for the next steps of evolution, right? To like become the next, whatever they're meant to be, right? And I feel like there's a part of you that knows that, which is why you're willing to invest in your future, not in where you're at now. Because where you're at now can't get you any further. So if you keep reinvesting where you're at now in that environment, it isn't going to get you, it's only going to get you to the same results, same this, same that, comfortable life. But some of you, someone here is like, no, I want more, I want better, I know I can have that. And so you automatically set your intentions to manifest that, and automatically, boom, the manifestation comes in. Keep working on it though. I feel like somebody's preparing for that, and it's going to come at the right time. Okay? All right. I think that's it. Spazzing and legs are arms. Oh wow. That's good. That's good, Josie. I'm sorry about the leg stuff. Oh God. Yeah, no, and I'm glad too, because I know a lot of us are really struggling in September. Like something happened in September. A lot of us went through like really dark towers. I mean, this was a really bad tower for me. It was bad. Okay, like I lost out on an apartment, a lot of money. I lost out on like I lost my phone for a week. Like it was really fucking bad. It was bad. So I've been through a lot too. So, you know, I think now we're all just kind of recovering from the really bad, whatever that was, man. It was really bad. A lot of us were struggling for 2 months, and now we're barely feeling better. So I'm glad. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Josie. Yes, yes. I'm so glad you resonated with the reading, and you guys resonated. Um, you know, I always want to make sure we do at least get something out of the reading, right? If not now, maybe for later, right? All right. How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling? I know these last 2 months were terrible. That's why I wasn't on. Like all this shit happened. I was like, what the fuck? Like I just was just so discouraged. Then I was getting triggered every time I went live, and it was just uncomfortable. I didn't like where I was staying. It was temporary. I just was not feeling myself there. I was not happy. I was struggling. I had bought furniture for like apartment that I was supposed to get in October. That had to get delayed. Oh, it was terrible. It was fucking terrible. My life was very uncertain at the time. No, I think everybody in here was in chaos. I know there's another person that was talking about how they were just struggling with all these changes, physical changes. Somebody got laid off. It's like, yeah, it was bad. A lot of people got hit with some nasty towers. And I think a lot of people relapsed. Whatever they were staying sober from, they relapsed because of those towers. I know I did. I was staying sober from codependency, or trying to, right? Kind of manage it. That shit went out the window. So, it went out the window. Yeah, I remember sitting down crying like I give up. I give up. And then the holidays are coming, and a lot of us have to spend it alone. I know a lot of people are like struggling with that as well. Oh, thank you, Novia. Yeah, sweetie. Yeah, it was hard. That's why I was gone for a long time. Everybody's like, where you at? I'm like, missing in action. So, yeah. Yeah. But, you know, we're here now. We're here. We're here. So, all right. Does anybody have any questions about the reading, or when I ask a question. Because I kind of want to log out a little bit, in a couple of minutes. Yeah, let me know. Well, hello. Yeah, we can definitely go over something, a question or two here in the chat if anybody wants to do question and answers, because I have the time today. Oh, thank you, Constance. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I hope everybody's doing well. I know it's been a minute since I caught up with all of y'all. Life's lifing. So, but I just shared my story about how I was struggling for 2 fucking months. It's terrible. But I'm back. We're back. Yeah. It was a hard 2 months, man. I'm telling you. Y'all think I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up. Will you be ready after your birthday? I'm not getting yes for Nathan. I'm getting more of like introspection, self-analysis, and fortitude. So I'm getting kind of like focus on doing more of the internal work, really focus on like the healing aspect of it and the insight you're going to get out of it before you become ready, because there's certain lessons or insight you need to get so that you don't keep repeating the same situation or end up with the same outcome. There's something here about learning something or really understanding something to the core, which is why you need the Queen of Pentacles, because she is witty, she's introspective, and she is able to really kind of see what benefits him at the end. This is preparation, right? You're so in preparation mode is what I'm getting. All right? Oh, let's see. Let's look into Novia for a little bit. See what's going on with her. I feel like you may be emotionally blocked right now, Novia. There's a blockage, emotional blockage. It's like what you need is water. You need water, free flow, right? You need like that. You need vulnerability. That's your strong suit. That's what makes you you, right? It makes you who you are. It almost seems like you're struggling with vulnerability. If vulnerability is your strongest asset, you're struggling with it because there's something here about, it's like you keep going back to something again and again. And this all stems from like forgiveness. Like the lesson here is to forgive. Forgive somebody here. Forgive so that you can be free, emotionally free. I don't think you'll know what I'm talking about until a little bit later down the road. Because I'm getting that whatever this is, it's got a grip on you. It's really hard to look into or really feel through, right? Because you're a feeler. You're going to feel your way through before you think it through, right? Yeah. She woke up early. I know, right? Do you ever wake up at 3 a.m. or is this just recently? I'm getting like, this is a tree, right? This is a tree for generational lineage. I don't think it's like a particular person that you need to forgive. I think this has to do with your ancestry. This forgiveness stems from like your whole generational lineage had to try to forgive or learn to forgive or accept to heal. This is like healing generational trauma. This isn't like a person. This is coming from healing like your lineage. So then you'll know what I'm talking about, hopefully. I think you're still working through it though, so it's gonna take some time. Oh, cool. Okay, sweetie. All right, did anybody else have a question? All right. I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys so much. I will be live tomorrow, Thursday. So much chaos coming that we need to focus on July as needed. Sorry, I heard so much chaos is coming that we need to focus being spiritual light that is rooted to earth. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey Sabrina, it's good to see you again. Yes, so much chaos is coming. A lot of chaos, a lot of like energy, like dense energies coming in, towers. And these towers were massive delays, massive towers. And a lot of these things were coming in to kind of keep us stuck, right? To focus on what we need to focus on. So, and I think a lot of us are really becoming more spiritual, right? Spiritually rooted. I think no matter what happens, we're still, we're still a good, positive, influence on society. I think so. I could be wrong. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much for being here with us. I really appreciate you and, you coming in to just view the reading and then just being a part of this whole collective with us, right? So thank you so much. Sorry, Novia. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, if you're waking up at this hour, there's some messages, right? That needed to be relayed to you. So I love you too, Nathan. Yeah, I love you too, Josie. I love you all. Thank you so much. What are his intentions? Okay, yeah, just for like a minute or two because I'm tired. I have to go to work. I know I had class, then I had to work with you, and then I'm gonna go to work. But it's good because tomorrow I'm gonna try to go live, if not Friday for sure, to do readings because I need to get back on it. I missed this, and I got my place settled now, so we're good. I just have to go buy some stuff, for the apartment, kitchen stuff, appliances. All right. The question, a friend of mine, what are his intentions towards me? Don't know if this reading is for you. It might be for you. It's not even talking about this person. It's actually saying that the universe is preparing you because you're going to relocate. The universe is trying to take you from the environment you're in now, and it's trying to take you to a new location, a new environment with like way better environment. I don't know where you're at now, but I don't know who is in your environment right now or the people you're associating yourself with in that environment. I don't think they're even relevant. I'm sorry. Because the universe has big, it has big preparations for you, Sabrina. Yeah, that was confirmation. Yeah, they're preparing you because you're going to relocate, or where you're going to end up has nothing to do with the people, places, or wherever you're at right now. It's completely different from that. That's why it's trying to ascend you from a conscious level, in many levels. It's trying to ascend you to reach your divinity. 1 and 7 is an 8. That's an 8 and an 8. And 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 8, 7. Yeah, it's trying to send you like to a different place. So wherever you're at is only temporary. Whoever you're talking to is only temporary. Whatever you're doing is only temporary because you got real places to be. Yeah, you're going to be sent somewhere else, man. You're going to be really happy. Wherever the universe sends you, you're going to be very happy. Which is why they don't even care to, like, they're prepared. What they want to tell you is you're going somewhere. Like, you're going to go places in life. And whatever the fuck you're like, sorry, not the fuck, whatever you're involved in now, it doesn't even matter. They're not a part of your blueprint. They're not a part of where you're going. So am I, Sabrina. So am I. Just know that I'm the same way. I just literally had to cut somebody off because I'm like, you're not a reflection of where I want to go. It would have been nice. It would have been comfortable. The person was a provider. It would have been an easy life. An easy life. But it's a life I know too well. The universe keeps saying you can settle for easy and what you know, comfortable, or you can go and really put yourself out there and go pursue something that's what you came here to experience. And I'm the same way. I get it, because I like comfortable. I love what I know. But it's like the universe keeps saying there's something way better for you. Something you're going to fucking love. You're going to be grateful for this. But it's not here and it's not now. It's later on down the road. But we need to prepare you for that. We need to prepare ourselves to get to that. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Because we know that whatever we're aligned to now is not the real deal. Some part of us knows. Your instincts will tell you, right? This isn't an energetic, it's an energetic vibration to what we're feeling now. But once we heal and liberate ourselves from that energy, we ascend and we no longer want anything to do with that energy because it's not enough. It's not enough. We want more. We want it all, right? And the universe is saying, yeah, because you're meant for more. This feels like settling because you're meant for more. So, all right, I think that's it. All right, Nathan, just one more and that's it, okay? Because I gotta go. These cards fell and I'm not gonna pick them up. I'm gonna use a different deck because the cards fell and you're going through an awakening, and I feel like you're already being told that, like, okay, because you're changing, right, Nathan? It's scary because you're no longer aligning to where you're at. You no longer have a passion to what you do, or maybe it just doesn't feel the same because you're changing. And that's what's scary. You may just not feel aligned to what you're doing anymore. But society could say that's an amazing job. That's something to be proud of. You're great there. You make what you make there. It's like you're comfortable there. But I feel like there's a part of you that knows that you're changing. You're also ascending to higher planes or levels of consciousness that require you to see things from a different perspective. And then automatically you outgrow your environment. I'm not saying leave the church, but there's a part of you that maybe feels Ace of Cups, that there's something that's more aligned to who you're becoming, and it might not be where you're at anymore. Thank you, Sabrina. Now again, I'm not saying leave the church, but I feel like some part of you might be outgrowing it. I don't know. Let's see. It's funny because you have a chalice here. Like they do at church. The chalice, the cup. You're welcome. Yeah, ending. Something's over. Now it's time to maybe see it for what it is. A great experience, but now it's time for something different. Okay? All right, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you, love you, love you, love you. I will see you guys soon, okay? All right. Bye.